In one word, how would you describe Mrs. Galimore?
Loving.
I have to really think about this. Okay, well, no, don't really yet. No.
Miss Galimore is my hero in terms of the perfect person for the kind of jobs that she has had over the years. She's excellent with these children. When you go into a cafeteria and it's her and the kids, you could hear a coin fall on the floor, and it's not like they're afraid of her. They love her, and they are so respectful and obedient to her. Parents, similarly, they just love her. When I was a first-year teacher at 56, I was a first-year teacher, and she was the person I'd go to for advice and even just encouragement. I just can't. I don't know of a person I respect more in her field.
I would describe Mrs. Galimore as, one word is very hard. Caring.
Anchor.
Friendly.
In one word, how would you describe Mrs. Galimore?
Perfect.
Friend.
Classy.
Awesome.
Phenomenal.
In one word, how would I describe Mrs. Galimore? I would describe her as generous.
Awesome.
Ask me any other questions you're going to ask me, because I have to roll into adulthood here in just a second.
What would be Miss Galimore's fantasy vacation destination?
All right. If I was going to describe Mrs. Galimore, she is super energetic. And if I was going to think of a place that she would like to go, it would be probably back to Disney World again, because she cannot stop talking about it.
Oklahoma with her grandkids.
We're good friends. I don't know. I think she would probably want to take 5 or 6 of her best students and just go relax on the beach somewhere.
I think her fantasy vacation destination would be to finally go on a mission trip.
Anywhere with Dewey Galimore.
Probably somewhere quiet, I would imagine.
Somewhere with Dewey. That would be one. I know we love time with our grandkids, but I know they enjoy traveling, so it's open. Could be anywhere. Would be wonderful. Oh, that would be great. She and Dewey would have a blast.
I think she needs to go to the beach.
Hawaii?
Probably Hawaii.
I would say a cabin in the mountains.
A desert island with surrounded by only the things that she loves and no children.
What is one word or a phrase that she often says that sticks in your mind?
We can do that.
In chapel, she always sings "This Is the Day" with her children. Always.
For many years, we would get on our soapbox. Of course, we both do that, but when we get on our soapbox, we really teach.
She always calls the kids kiddos, and that just always kind of, I don't know why, it's kind of weird, but they're always kind of kiddos.
Let me tell you.
I guess one of the things I remember about Brenda was always her speeches on her soapbox.
The words that she doesn't say correctly is wash, because she says wash. You need to go wash your hands. That's one of her favorite words. Today I heard another word, and I'm thinking it was, she talks about being wonderful, students. She will talk about things that weight you down instead of weigh you down. So there's some very interesting Texan phrases that I've learned over the years through Miss Galimore.
She used to tell us, you need to get the butts out of your life.
If Mrs. Galimore was on the show Survivor, what would be her strategy to win?
Probably to confuse everyone else.
She would probably make everybody sit down and hold hands and talk, and they'd absolutely fall in love with Mrs. Galimore, and they couldn't vote her off. So that would be kind of like the reverse psychology. They couldn't imagine voting her off. So.
Kill them with kindness.
Well, organization, organization and really just building a good team.
She would not go off on her own. I think she would use a lot of teamwork with her teammates.
She would blast everybody off the island.
She would definitely use her brains. She's very smart.
She would just love them to death. She would.
Kindness.
No idea. She would put on a smile and she would formulate a plan. She would carry out the plan and then she would win.
If she was on the game Survivor, her strategy to win would be to cook her gourmet meals. And she would feed the people, and she would be very sneaky about how she would be able to get her way to fixing some awesome meals.
Okay.
Yes.
How long has Miss Galimore been serving at Canyon Creek Christian Academy?
A long time. Her hair is turned white over it.
29 years.
29 years.
I don't know, but my kids have been here since kindergarten and they're now 20. And she was here when they got here. So.
Goodness. I've been here 20 years. She's been here, I believe, 27, 8 years, something like that.
Now over 30 years.
25 years?
Wow, I should know this. It's like 25, 26 years.
She has been serving at Canyon Creek for very close to 30 years. She has impacted all of our kids' lives and will always be part of the Canyon Creek family.
It's like 20-something years.
20 plus years? I'd have to look it up, but a long, long, long time.
How long has Mrs. Galimore been serving at Canyon Creek Christian Academy?
I think since the invention of dirt.
Is there anything you would like to tell Miss Galimore now?
I love you!
She's been a wonderful principal and great support for all of her teachers.
Brenda, we love you, and we're going to miss your smiling face and tender spirit around these hallways. Love you.
Yes, Miss Galimore, you have been a wonderful teacher. You have shaped so many lives, not only the ones that you're doing now, but the ones that are already out and graduated. I could think of countless kids I know that have been through your class. You have been a tremendous asset to CCCA, and I will be sorry you're gone.
Thank you for teaching me everything I needed to know about being a teacher.
Other than I love the impact that she's had on my kids. My kids absolutely love her, and so as a parent, that's always you always highly respect the adults that your kids trust implicitly and love. So that's meant a lot to me through the years.
Is there anything you would like to tell Mrs. Galimore?
I've told her everything she needs to know.
Well, I love Miss Galimore. I will miss her. I'm moving on after this year, and I hope to keep in contact with her.
Oh yeah, there's a lot I'd like to tell her. Mrs. Galimore, You have not only been a fantastic teacher, but you have also been a wonderful friend and a mentor. Someone that I can laugh with, someone that I can cry with, and I also know that whatever God has planned for you, that you are going to be a blessing to anyone that you run into. So, I love you.
Brenda, I love you. We have raised children together. We have taught together, and you will definitely be missed. I will always have chocolate here for you in my office. So even if you are teaching elsewhere, you know where to come to get the good chocolate, because I will have the dark chocolate waiting for you. I love you dearly. Our families will always be close, and I just really value and honor the time that I've been able to teach alongside you. And you are a wonderful inspiration to me in teaching, and I pray that God really honor you in the years ahead, especially as the new grandbaby comes your way.
I've often said through the years, we had a survey years ago the parents did, and Miss Galimore received a 98% approval rating. I had a mere 95, and I've always called it, Miss 98. And so there's no one that ever came close to her, or no one that would ever top her. She is and has been the anchor of CCCCA for 29 years, and she's the heart of the academy. And we love you deeply, Miss Galimore.
Brenda, I love you to death. You're my very best friend, and I know the Lord has wonderful plans for you. I'm going to miss you.
Thank you for all that you invested, and I want to cry. Okay, hold on. I knew that would make me cry. Well, personally speaking, okay. She is a great friend. Has mentored me with my being a mom with my girls. That's what I thank her for more than anything. Besides her diligence, her faithfulness, and her love for all the kids. She's a great friend.